Welcome back to the Happy Camper, shooting on location at our sponsor's dealership, Rocky Mountain RV. I was just walking out here to do the video, and I thought, look at the view these guys have from their dealership. It's unbelievable. The big mountains down here to the south are all clouded in today, but it is a beautiful, beautiful place. Again, here in southwest Montana, a little town called Butte. Today we're going to take a look at a 2020 Aspen Trail. This is the 2880 RKS. So it's a rear kitchen. This is one of the bigger models that Aspen Trail builds. And again, this is built out in the Oregon plant in Pendleton, Oregon. And again, one of the biggest models they build out there. A lot of new features here on the 2020 Aspen Trail, the first of which, as you can see, they've changed the exterior quite a bit. For several years here, they've had a dark gray with either a red or a blue decal, and these guys have really brought this look around. The first thing I noticed coming up front here is the new front end. They've done this in a 3-sheet smooth metal, which gives it a really nice look. And what I really like about it is, when you're out in the summertime with this unit and you're plowing through the bugs and they're splattered all over the front, this is going to be a lot easier to wash off than that corrugated metal. It also just gives it a nice clean look. Down below here, of course, we have our corrugated flat black metal rock guard, and that's going to be again seamed into the upper two pieces there, and again, just gives it a really nice overall look. Right here on the tongue, you can see another change that Aspen Trail made for 2020 is the front power tongue jack. This unit is standard now with power tongue, and I believe they're calling it a forced option if you look at the paperwork on it. But again, for a unit that's in it's historically entry-level price point, very affordable, to have a power tongue jack out of the factory is a really nice option. Right behind the power tongue jack there, this unit was optioned with 30-pound LP tanks. That's dual tanks, 2 7-gallon or 30-pound tanks. That's the larger size than your barbecue, and of course it does going to have the switch-over regulator there. And again, that is an option that the guys here at Rocky Mountain do. It's different than a lot of places. These do come standard with 20-pound tanks, which would be your barbecue size. And these guys do upgrade that for you, so you get plenty of gas when you're out there on an extended stay. Yet another one of the options that they've changed for 2020, and again, this is going to be a standard run feature. I think they did show this as an option, but it's forced on every unit, is the LCI power stabilizer jacks. And of course, you can see right up here, we have an extend retract button. The legs come down, one on each side. They do self-proportion to the ground. You don't have to worry about having them exactly level. They'll find their happy center. Again, if you know my channel, you've been around me very often, you'll know I'm not the biggest fan of power stabilizer jacks, just for the simple fact they're not super fast. These are not leveling jacks. These are simply a stabilizer. They're not going to pick the trailer up, and if you try that, you will bend these. And when you do bend a power stabilizer jack, you will see that they are fairly expensive. One of the other reasons I don't care for them versus just a standard scissor jack. But again, you wouldn't expect to see this on a model like this. I think they're trying to add, again, some value into the coach. It is nice to just be able to come up, push the button. Again, if you're a little older, you got just trouble getting down close to the ground, you can just come up, push the extend retract button here, and the jacks do go down. Probably takes 45 seconds to a minute to run them all the way to the ground. You pressure them up, and they're just going to give you a nice stable ride in your coach. This is front and rear on this, and I'll show you that as I get towards the back of the coach here as well. As always, Aspen Trail runs this giant pass-through storage here on the front of the unit. Nice big baggage door. They do put a little LED light up here in the front corner, so you can be working out here at night and not need a flashlight in your teeth and dropping things and all kinds of things. So it really is a nice feature there. Back up a little bit here, we'll get a shot of the power awning. Again, everybody that knows my channel will know that I am a huge fan of power awnings. I think it has become one of the greatest things that the RV industry has done, especially on these smaller camp trailers where you've got kids or wives or whatever that are at the camp by themselves. This way they can just push the button. It's push to extend, push to retract on the power awning. It does have the full length LED light strip that will go front to back on the unit, and that is a really nice feature. Lights up the whole side of the coach, and also just very easy on the batteries. Doesn't take a lot of battery power. That is one other thing here while we're talking about batteries is Rocky Mountain does equip their units with dual batteries. That's going to depend on your dealer for how they set them up, but the guys here at Rocky Mountain do 2 Group 24 interstate batteries mounted up there on the tongue. That is a standard with these guys. Of course, you can upgrade to 6 volts or Group 27s. Group 27s take some additional manufacturing or fabrication is what I'm trying to say up there to be able to put those on, because the tongue's not wide enough to hold 2. If you're going to upgrade batteries, I would definitely recommend 2 6 volts. That's going to give you actually the most capacity of anything out there. But again, these guys do 2. You got to check with your dealer, or better yet, just buy from our sponsors here, and you'll make sure that you have your trailer set up properly. Up on the very top, up there just underneath the awning, we do have exterior speakers so you can listen to your tunes outside. We do have a large assist grab handle as well as a triple entry step. These guys run just kind of a basic powder-coated gray steel wheel with a chrome center cap, but it's a nice look. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. These bigger models are going to run a 6-lug axle with 15-inch rubber on there. You're going to get a 9,680-pound GVW rate on this unit. While I'm standing right here, I'll go ahead and just get a dry weight as well, and that way we'll have all of the weight details out of the way. Of course, the weight sticker for the unit is right here on the entry door, and each unit is going to be weighed as it comes off the assembly line. This particular trailer weighed 6,650 pounds as it came off the assembly line. So that gives you an idea of what you need as far as towing on this rig. Half-ton, most of the half-ton pickups are rated to tow this, so you're going to do okay as long as you're modern era half-ton or, of course, equivalent in SUV. And then, of course, anything bigger, 3/4 ton, 1 ton, Super Duty, heavy duties, that type of thing will do it nicely as well. Here's your rear power stabilizer jacks again on this unit. You can see that Aspen Trail while I'm down here. You can see they do a full enclosed underbelly on this as well. And again, there's a lot of people who are going to try to tell you, oh, that's a 4-season trailer. Well, you might be 4 seasons if you're in St. George, Utah, or Arizona, or something like that. Here in Montana, that system is going to get you definitely down into some colder weather. It also provides some rodent protection, keeps some mice out of them a little bit better than a standard coach. It will probably get you down into a little cooler temperatures. I would call that probably a 3-season package here in Montana, as there is simply no trailer that is equipped to have water in it through the Montana winter. It's just not going to happen. On the back of the coach here, you're going to see a hot-cold outside shower. Real nice little feature there if you need to hose out a cooler or the dog gets in the mud. City water connection above it there. Of course, this one was optional with spare tire. It's hard to believe, but that is still optional in the RV world. 30-amp power service there is going to come over, plug in. Pretty standard affair on these guys. One thing I will mention here, the 2880, again being a rear kitchen, is going to have this second sewer connection back here towards the back. And that's because it will have a second gray water tank that sits back here underneath the rear kitchen and collects the water out of the sink. The only thing that valve there is going to drain is your sink, your kitchen sink. The bathroom sink and shower will have its own separate connection up front, as well as the toilet will come through that connection as well for your black tank. You can see that Aspen Trail does a nice darker tint on their windows, and that gives the trailer both a nice look, also keeps it a little cooler in the summertime, so you're not going to have that sun beating through there and heat you up quite so badly. Here's the front sewer connection, and then of course there you can see both the handles that slip up inside the belly and keep those valves heated, and that's going to be your main sewer connection right there. This unit is equipped with Sante Flush, which again, on an entry-level product, I'm surprised to see that, but that's a black tank flush, so you can hook a garden hose up to that while you are draining your black water tank, and that's just going to help flush that black water tank out. That's a feature you see generally on higher-priced units. Again, Aspen Trail kind of known to provide a lot of bang for your buck, so really a nice feature on this little unit. You can see that they've gone to the little magnet catches here on the baggage doors. Try to get a decent shot of this. And that just clips right up to the top. And then to bring it down, you just grab it and pull. It's a fairly strong magnet. I don't think you'll have too many troubles with it. If the wind was blowing really hard and you had your head stuck in there, you might want to be a little bit careful. But again, they did a nice job with that You know, all the little features, the small little details, a great overall exterior look. Let's take a walk inside this coach. I'm going to show you around it. It's, again, one of the floor plans that I really like as far as a bigger travel trailer. And again, when I say bigger, I know the people out east laugh at that and think, oh, you know, you're not big until you get to 36 foot. But for Montana, this is a bigger model. Not saying it's huge, but it definitely is on the larger side. So again, the floor plan is what they consider a rear kitchen. Obviously, you can see why the kitchen's all the way at the back. We're going to have these two barrel chairs here against the door side wall. Pretty standard dinette, trifold hide-a-bed sofa. And then, like I said, you can see, and the advantage to having this kitchen in the back is it just gives you so much countertop space, lots and lots of cabinet space, both below. Nice big pantry next to the fridge there, and above. So lots of doors and drawers. This kitchen is equipped with the large farm-style stainless steel sink, and the farm-style just means it has this this front stainless panel on it there, so as you lean against it, you don't scratch anything up with your belt buckle. High-rise single handle faucet. Again, nice clean look, keeps it very very clean and tidy up on the countertop there. The countertop in this is a thermal wrapped Formica top. They've had this in the industry before, and there have been some issues with it, quite honestly. They've had this out now in Aspen Trail for 2 years, and I know even in the Montana winters, we haven't seen any issues with it as far as like a crack or that type of thing. 10 years ago when they tried this, it didn't go well. They didn't have the composite correct for this kind of temperatures. It seems like they've got that straightened out now, and it gives you a really nice, seamless countertop, without the expense and, of course, the weight of a Corian or that type of product. So, again, I think it's a nice feature as long as it holds up, and it seems to be holding up so far. Pretty happy with it there. They are using the Furrion oven and range setup, which I think most people know by now. I do like a whole lot. It does have the little glass top here, and that's, of course, going to flush the countertop. So you do have extra countertop space, although this trailer is not short on countertop space. It flips up there, give you a little backsplash against the wall. They do add a second little backsplash back there. Again, it's mostly aesthetics. That's made to look like a subway tile type of thing. But again, it's just a piece of Luan that has that coloring on it. But it is a separate piece from the main wall, so it is kind of nice. Up above here, of course, we do have a range hood, and our Furrion microwave. So everything matches, and that's nice to see that they get some consistency, and we're not just simply buying whatever's the cheapest thing on the market. Norcold 6 cubic foot gas electric refrigerator. We're seeing a lot of units go to a 12 volt only Freon pump style refrigerator. This is still running a gas electric. Again, the 12 volt is very unproven. I think the technology's got a little way to go before it's going to be viable in my part of the world. So we still stick with the gas electrics up here, the absorption systems. We know they'll work. They've been around forever, and that's just a good little refrigerator. Nothing you can say bad about it. Over here, of course, is your 2-bench dinette with your, again, matching thermal wrapped tabletop. That table will set down into the benches here. You can see the little blocks that they put into the benches, and that'll just make another bed, so the tabletop lays down in. The back cushions will lay across to complete. That bed will be just about 6 feet long. It's not huge, but it's good for kids, and it will work pretty well. Another change you can see right here that Aspen Trail made is a pleated fabric blind. That's a fairly dark color. For the last several years, they have been using a metal Venetian mini blind, whatever you want to call them. This is just a little nicer system. They don't rattle so bad when you walk in and out of the trailer, so I do kind of like the pleated blinds as well. Again, an option on this unit, and a fairly expensive option to be honest with you, but it does make all the difference in this coach, is the trifold hide-a-bed sofa here. Most companies, and of course standard in Aspen Trail, is going to be a jackknife sofa. It has a little flip-down armrest with a cup holder, which I've probably shown you before, and that's standard in this unit. The trifold is optional. Most companies will not spend the money to do this. Rocky Mountain, again, these guys just simply live the RV lifestyle. They're really common guys. They love this. They live and breathe it. So instead of giving you this coach that doesn't truly have another bed for company, but just simply putting the cheapest little jackknife sofa they can in, they go ahead and option it with the trifold hide-a-bed. I am going to attempt to fold this out for you. It's a really easy thing, and bear in mind, I am doing this with one hand because I'm filming with the other, but I am going to attempt to show you how to do this. It is a very simple process. So we just simply grab the back cushions and we pull those off the unit. And again, if you had both hands, this would be a lot easier to do. We're going to grab right here underneath the base and we're going to pull this out. And here comes the tricky part, because I do have to fold out the little leg there, and there's one on each side, but I don't have anybody laying on it, so I'm not going to worry about putting one on each side at this point. And then the back cushion folds right down and in, and that gives you a bed large enough truly for two adults, and it's comfortable. It's 4.5 inches thick. It's not going to have a bunch of bars sticking up like kind of a standard hide-a-bed. So really a nice feature. It's nice to see that a company doesn't just go the cheapest route they can go when they're ordering. They do actually spend the money to make the trailer workable for the people they're trying to build it for. So really a nice feature. I think it's going to be one of those things. Again, to fold this back up, very simple, and I apologize about the camera work here. Trying to do this with one hand is very challenging, and keep the camera steady anyway. But again, with two hands, this is less than a 30-second ordeal to fold your bed out, have it ready for a company to spend the night, which we do get from time to time. And again, especially in a coach like this where you don't have bunk beds or a separate, bunk room or that type of thing, it just gives us another option and makes the unit just that much more versatile. And then you don't have to have a bunk bed trailer if you don't have kids. And that's really the feature here is, if you only got people coming with you once in a while, this trailer is so much more roomy, has such a better kitchen and TV setup and everything else in it than a standard bunkhouse, because we're not eating up 5 feet of the trailer with bunks. So again, it's a nice option if you don't have those kids that go with you all the time. The barrel chairs here are just simply a swivel barrel chair. They're not a recliner, but they are fairly comfortable. I did sit down in them. They're in the matching upholstery. They call this interior titanium. I have no idea why, other than maybe the stitching's kind of a titanium color. In the middle, they do have a little table here, coffee table type of thing. Really nice, and again, they keep it consistent. They wrap it with thermal countertop. That's also going to be true over here in the entertainment area. You will see that this is the area that is set up for TV. Rocky Mountain does not install TVs or have them installed from the factory. They do install them here at the dealership, and they do it at about half the money the factory does. They do run across a lot of people that just simply tell them, look, we are going out to the woods to get our kids away from the screens, and we do not want a TV in our trailer. And that's great. We can save them the cash because they don't have it here. Again, if you do want it, if it's something where you're going, well, we're going to get those foul weather days and everybody's going to be inside, or, I got little kids and I just want them to go in and take a rest and watch a Disney movie or whatever it is, it's simple to add. The mounting bracket is right there. The backing's there for it. Rocky Mountain does that extremely inexpensive, like I said, about half of what the factory does. So again, you partner up with a good dealer and they'll get you set up properly. As far as those type of options go, we do have some storage cabinets down below as well as overhead. They did kind of a shiplap paneling here with some wood grain, and it looks pretty good. It's a nice little accent wall. It does run, again, Furrion AM/FM, CD, DVD, has the whole thing set up there. So again, it's nice to see that they're keeping it consistent throughout the unit. Walking forward, we have this little hallway that runs up to the front bedroom. And of course the bathroom is right here to your left. One of the nice features to this floor plan is here's your entry door, here's your bathroom. So if you're out around the campfire, muddy feet, and you need to walk in and use your bathroom, it's literally 2 steps inside the trailer to the toilet. And it's really simple and easy to get to. I really like that about this. This does have a very nice bathroom in it. It's really open. It has a corner neo-angle glass shower with surround. That makes a really nice feature. Of course, we do have the medicine cabinet that does open for storage. Again, that's something you're going to see a lot of companies start to skimp on. They'll just simply screw a mirror to the wall, and then you'll lose all your overhead storage. And storage is a premium in these things. I mean, it just absolutely is. Your vanity there does have just nice little single bowl sink. Pretty standard affair, but again, there's your matching countertop, keeping the consistency through the coach. Undermount storage. And this is just going to be a Thetford standard plastic-based toilet. Again, a lot of people make a big deal out of porcelain. If you'd like a porcelain, they're very inexpensive. They can be installed in about 15 minutes. So it's the plastics are fine, but if you prefer porcelain, then just simply install it after the fact. Don't let it be a deal killer on a unit like this. You do have a second entry into the bedroom here from the bathroom, which again is a nice feature. Bed is going to be what appears to be a full 60 by 80 queen. Very nice bedroom. And again, in these travel trailers, it's going to be pretty similar in most of these models. It is a 3-side walk-around, what we call an island bed. It's got a hanging closet on each side. We do have power outlets, 110-volt power outlets on both sides. Again, some of that shiplap there at the head of the bed. We do have overhead reading lights, as well as a light up over my head here. And that one I did not turn on for some reason. You know, and of course, again, ventilation windows on both sides. The bathroom closes off from the bedroom. I'm going to turn around here and get a shot of this. With these 2 little sliding pocket doors from the main floor with the swing door that you saw me operate from back in the coach here. So in a nutshell, that's the 2880 Aspen Trail. Again, about 6650 on the weight, 9,680 pound GVRW, which means that's what the trailer is rated to carry. What I would expect when you see a unit like this is you take your water, your batteries, your propane, and your gear, you add that to the number we found there on the yellow sticker in the entry door, and that's going to give you about your down the road weight, about 1,000 pounds over that posted weight for water, batteries, propane, your gear. That's going to be a pretty accurate number in a unit like this, or a pretty accurate average. This does carry 52 gallons of fresh water. Gray water tank is going to be 42, but again, there's 2 of them, so it'll be 84 gallons total. And then your black tank will be 42 as well. So nice big carrying capacities in this trailer. Plenty to get you down the road with. So shouldn't be any issues there. Again, very nice floor plan. Really some nice changes. Check their website for pricing. I'll link to the actual listing for this. I hate to talk about pricing on these videos for the simple fact that I never know when somebody's going to look at it, and I don't know what the pricing's done. So all I will tell you is Aspen Trail has a reputation for being an extremely high value unit. A lot of trailer here for what you're paying for it. Again, this is the Happy Camper coming to you from our sponsors dealership here at Rocky Mountain RV. Hopefully, it's getting a little nicer outside. Hopefully, we'll be back to filming at our off-site location soon. But until then, we'll keep bringing you content the best that we can, dealing with the Montana winter. We appreciate everybody watching. If you do appreciate our videos, please like, share, and subscribe, and have a great day.